So I'm not sure if anyone's there. If you're there, if you could just put something in the chat.
Still just waiting for Michelle.
Right, okay. Oh, wow. Thank you, Paula. Someone's there. Yay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, brilliant. There's always a bit of a delay, and I never know if I've set these things up right.
Yeah,
So,
I've got ads.
okay. Fantastic. So, thank you, Paula. And I am so chuffed to be here with my goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. When I started this, as lovely Paula knows, it was very much a case of I'm going to give myself 5 years and hopefully I'll reach 1,000 viewers. And it's taken me about 13 months to get here. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I am so chuffed. I was waiting for 2 people to subscribe all day. And I was on like knife edge waiting for that to happen. So it's been a bit of a day just waiting for those 2 subscribers. And then all of a sudden there they were. So got there at the end today. And the funny thing is, and I'm hoping that this will make some of you laugh, I said to my husband, because my husband came in and he was thank you, my gorgeous son. He came in and he said, oh, well done, you've got to the 1,000. And I set up to do the monetization part of it. And I said, can you check that, that's working now, please, to my lovely hubby Dave. And he wasn't even subscribed to my channel. So he is the 1,001. He's the one that's taken me over the 1,000. You've got to just laugh, haven't you, really, at that? But anyway, and I was hugely worried that I hadn't set this up, because I've done some impromptu lives, but I haven't done a scheduled live for quite some time. So yes, it's all worked. Anyway, I've got, this isn't champagne, it's just some Prosecco in a glass. And yes, good job, Dave. Yeah, he waits till I've got to the 1,000 and then he's the 1,001st. But yeah, he is watching now. I've made him watch now, Paula. Anyway, cheers everyone, and all of those people that have been supporting me, because I'm chuffed to bits to have got this far. And because of that, I have done another tier to my Patreon. I've upped some things. Well, one thing that the Patreons that I have at the moment in the I think it's the $10 well, I only had one tier, the $10 tier. Cheers, girls. Thank you, Diana and Paula. I've added in that I will do 2 Zoom sessions, or paint-alongs as we call them, for that tier. And then I've done a £5 tier. They don't get any of the paint-alongs, but they do get to see any painting videos. They get some reference photos, and they get access to my once a month pod chat. So yeah, that's kind of what I've added to. Yes, yay, more Zooms, Diana, because we love our Zooms, and they are just such good fun to connect with each other. And we just have a good chat. We share the materials that we're using and any new materials that we've got, and we just support each other, basically. And I think that's the important thing. It's about supporting each other. So yes, I've added that other tier into my Patreon, and yeah, it was really just coming on to celebrate, I suppose, the fact that I've got this far, and probably sooner than I thought I had. I know 1,000 subscribers isn't much when you look at some of those other big artists that have got, you know, 5,000, 15,000, 20,000 odd. And some of them have got 100,000, you know, subscribers. But we all have to start somewhere. And I have put a lot of effort in uploading, you know, videos fairly regularly, even when I went away. So I've taken it quite seriously in order to build this up for myself and for the lovely community that I hope are coming with me. And it was very interesting because I posted on my community tab of my channel and asked everyone if they felt that in order to have a YouTube channel that was about art, you needed to have a qualification in art to do that. And 100% said no. And I think that's quite interesting, because maybe people that are on YouTube that are looking for the videos are just looking to learn and to connect. And I think that that is probably a big element of why people want to access the videos on YouTube. I don't have qualification in art. However, I'm very happy to share my journey, which is a learning journey. And I'm hoping that it means that others will be learning alongside me. I'm very, very happy that the Paint Calm on a Friday is going so well. That seems to be taking off a little bit more. And I'm very proud of that one, because it also fits with my paid job, you know, with my psychotherapy, in helping people to find things that they're going to be able to do that are mindful, that hold their attention, that stop our brains from doing the I should have, I ought to have in the past, and the what ifs, this could, in the future. So I think it's important for all of us to find something that helps us, that means that we are paying attention to the now, something that we're doing now that gives our brain a rest from all of that in this world that we all live in these days. So I'm very happy that my Paint Calm, it seems to be going down quite well, and people do seem to be finding me through those particular videos. So that's really quite interesting and quite encouraging, really, because I think it, you know, it's just my personal view, but I think that if you're going to do a YouTube channel or a podcast, then it needs to be something that you have a passion about and that has some kind of meaning to it. So I'm hoping that that is what this my YouTube channel is going to do, and I hope that you will all keep connecting with me. I love all of the comments that I get. I love answering those comments. I'm hoping that because I've added another tier to my Patreon, that some of you might, it might be more affordable for you to come and join us there. All of the people that join my Patreon have access to my Discord server as well. The Discord server is a place for all of my Patreons to chat amongst themselves, share work that they are doing or that they've completed. It's also a place for us to share things that we've done on the Zoom paint-alongs, and we've got Inktober coming up. So yes, tomorrow I will be doing my first Inktober, which for me is, let me just double check, because as usual I don't plan things too much in advance. So tomorrow is a sphere, and yeah, I will be sharing what I've done with my Patreons throughout my Inktober prompts with them, and actually doing some of them on video as well. So yeah, it is about building this community of like-minded people up together, and yeah, just sharing our joy and passion for art and giving ourselves some you know, mental well-being at the same time. So I've been blathering on for about 3/4 of an hour now, and this was an impromptu thing. It was supposed to be a Q&A. So if anyone has anything that they want to ask, please do throw it into the chat, and I will do my best to answer that. There's not many of you left now. There's only you can tell I've only got 1,000 subscribers. There's only 3 of you left there, but that's okay because we all have to start somewhere. But if anyone wants to ask a question, then go ahead. I'm just gonna take a sip and see if anyone has a question that they want to ask. Oh, big smiles to you, Diana, as well. I know that where you are in the world, this is not a good time for you. You're about five hours behind me. So this is probably your lunch break, I would guess. Or you do always ask me a lot of questions. And that's lovely because, yeah, that's, you know, and hopefully I ask you questions too, and we both appreciate each other's artwork and our journeys that we're on. And I'm so lucky to have you and our lovely Mel, who I meet up with regularly on Zoom. And yeah, it's a friendship that's grown through doing this YouTube channel. So sometimes it's hard to meet like-minded people in a small community. Yeah, so that is definitely a bonus, I think, of being a subscriber on YouTube, and maybe joining a Patreon, and just finding others that you connect with, not even necessarily the artist that you're a Patreon for. It can just be that some of you just click, and then that gives you some new personal connections. Yes, our lovely Mel, Diana, and yeah, where she is, there's been some flooding, and yeah, I think they're struggling a little bit. They've got a generator, apparently. Hope she won't mind me sharing that. But yeah, we are keeping our fingers crossed. Oh, what months of the year prevent me from doing the plein air? Now that is really tricky in the UK, Diana, purely because our weather is so unpredictable here in the UK. I would have to say that probably November through to the end of March are particularly difficult because it is really, really rainy. And I've just seen my husband's comment. Okay, great one. I'll answer that in a moment. But even through the sort of April through to September, when we would normally get some fairly decent weather, it is very, very hit and miss, and it's been hit and miss for the last few years here in the UK. So you plan to have an afternoon off, maybe from work, and it's just bucketing it down with rain when it's kind of like should be the middle of summer. So yeah. Oh, Angela, yippee! Oh, thank you. You're on your lunch as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's really lovely that you've joined me on your lunch. Yeah, I hope you're eating at the same time, bless you. Yeah, it is a long while, where it's just hit and miss here in the UK. And it's just if you've got the time off and you've got the good weather, then you can get out. So, yeah, it's tricky, is all I'm going to say. And in answer to my husband, how soon can he retire? Well, when when he reaches the appropriate retirement age. I don't think I'm going to be earning huge amounts of money on YouTube for a while yet. So there you go. Do you prefer digital images over plein air? Oh, okay, Angela. I think my favorite thing is to be out plein air and picking an element within the view that I have in front of me. So not necessarily trying to pick the whole view, but maybe picking a part of it, or sometimes I might actually think I really like that part of what I'm seeing, but I like that tree. So when I paint it, I paint the bit that I like and move the tree, if that makes sense. Because I think it's about, artistic license, even with plein air, even with digital, photographs off of like Pixabay and Unsplash, for example. I will still sometimes move things about in order to paint it how I want it to look. Yeah. I don't think I'm a completely realistic painter in that I want to paint something that would be a photograph, I suppose. My husband wants to be a kept man. I should never have let him subscribe. This is not okay. In the event of an emergency and you have to get out fast, assuming you already packed your clothes. Oh no, this reminds me of a film. You have 10 minutes Which materials do you grab? Oh, okay. Which materials would I grab? I would grab a soft carbon pencil because you can do a lot with that. I would grab one paintbrush, one paint palette of some kind, and a sketchbook. I don't know. What do you think, Diana? Has that answered it? Maybe. I don't know. Diana, what would you grab? I think that would be my thing. I would have to have a paint palette of some sort, however small it was. Yeah, one of these carbon pencils and a sketchbook. Yeah, I think that would do it. What is my husband typing on the that should be? I don't know. Has he drunk the rest of the Prosecco, do we think? Bless. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. If I was given the chance, I would be outside doing plein air most of the time, as long as it wasn't raining. Oh, so Diana, you would grab your Sendak roll because it should always be ready to go. Yes, it should. And Paula's going, as if you'd only take one brush and one sketchbook. Well, in an emergency, if it was 10 minutes, I don't know, you're probably right. I'd probably be grabbing the biggest bag I could find and throwing it all in there. I think I probably would. And of course, my goodness, yeah, the bleed proof white, Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof white, and we've given it a name. It's now called Dr. Rescue, and whenever I grab it, there's the Dr. Rescue. So yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke that me and Diana have about bleed proof white. Oh no, I should never have asked my husband to subscribe, should I? What about you and the kids? Well, you'd grab my daughter, I'd grab my art stuff. How about that? No, not really. Obviously, I'd make sure that my child was okay. Although she is an adult, but anyway. Yes, quite funny. Okay. So, yes, huge thank you. Very big thank you. I know that many of you won't be watching this live and that you'll watch it afterwards. So, I'm hoping that you can. I'm giggling a lot because it's, I'm just so happy that I've got this far when, I kind of started from nowhere, really. So, and I do love my art. I do art every single day because it helps me. It's something that has been, hugely helpful and stabilizing for me in my life. So, and finding other people that are like-minded, and for me to be able to build up some friendships through this, even though they might be long distance and through Zoom, is fantastic. I won't go into why that is important and the ins and outs of all of my life, but I don't manage to get out a great deal because of everything that I'm doing and responsible for, but this has been an absolute joy. It's been something that I'm not doing it because I feel pressured. I don't feel stressed about what I'm putting up on YouTube. I'm just thoroughly enjoying it, and I hope that you will all join me in that journey and enjoy it too. Do communicate with me, do put comments in there, because I try very hard to take all of those on board and improve things and make it something that is more accessible for more people. I'm very, very happy to do all of that. And do check out the new Patreon. And not that I'm wanting to force that on anybody by any means whatsoever. I will still be putting my usual videos up on YouTube, which is usually a couple of videos in the paint calm each week. Unless I suddenly become ill, and then it might be slightly less. But yeah, I'm normally quite a sturdy type, so that will still be there. Thank you, Tanya. Oh, so lovely for you to be here. So yeah, okay. I've been going now for nearly an hour, so I'm just gonna say, are there any other questions? You won't fit in the art bag, Dave. No. Oh, Diana, I love it. I hope my husband can see your response there. Oh, what fun. Anyway, yeah, does anyone else have any questions that they want to ask, or I don't know, even any suggestions on, how they would like to see this channel improve? Oh, that's so kind of you, Tanya. Thank you. I'm just sharing my journey, and I'm hoping that it, sparks interest in others, and that it gives others some ideas on what they might want to do. I'm not going to pretend to be some, art tutor or anything like that. It is just plain old me doing my art and sharing all of that. Just be your original yourself. Oh, yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't really know how to be anything else. And yeah, even when I was learning how to be a psychotherapist, when I was doing all of my training, and I could see people were putting on, I don't know, some kind of mask and some kind of pretending to be something that they weren't. It was like, I just can't do that. I can only be me. And that's how I've been throughout my career with my clients. I am just me. I might have certain knowledge in that particular area, but when it comes to art, nope. I'm just self-taught. I'm just sharing what I love with other people. And yeah, I hope it's quite nice I do a lot of ums, and what's the other one I do? Something like so. Yeah, just like so, or something like that. When I watch myself back, it's quite cringe-worthy, to be honest. And I keep telling myself I need to slow down when I talk so that I don't do all the ums and things. Yeah. Hopefully I'll get a bit better, and maybe it won't be so aggravating with the ums everywhere. But that's just practice, I suppose, and, you know, comes with more confidence in an area that maybe I'm confident in what I like, and I'm confident in sharing what I'm enjoying. But maybe there's another but maybe it's that confidence in throwing yourself out there, which can be quite difficult. So I'm going to end it here, and I'm just going to say thank you once again. You're all so supportive. You're all so lovely. Please do put more comments in there. I will always answer them. Well, at the moment anyway. And thank you so much for coming along with me in this live, for those of you that have joined in. And yeah, I'll see you again. When's my next video out? My next video on YouTube is on Wednesday. So enjoy that one if you can. And take care, everybody. I'll do my normal. Stay safe, stay healthy, and do stay calm. And thanks, everyone.